Back in business with me, Sunanda Jayaseelan. Now, the country's biggest lender, SBI, cut interest rates on home loans to 10.15% with immediate effect. For women borrowers, the interest rate for all home loans will be uniform 10.1%, while other lenders have not yet followed suit. Punjab National Bank too has reduced rates on home and auto loans with immediate effect as a part of its festive offer. To discuss that, I have with me Pradeep Kumar, the Managing Director and Group Executive of Corporate Banking at SBI. Mr. Kumar, thanks for speaking with us today. I want to start by asking you, you've not only relaxed interest rates, you've also done away with the entire slab system. Is the cost for procuring both low as well as high ticket loans going to be the same for you then going forward?
No, what has happened is we have a very high share in that affordable housing segment. But in the premium housing loan segment, that is for loans about 75 lakhs and above, we have a slightly lower market share. We found that one of the reasons for this is that our interest rates are not very competitive. There are many banks offering lower rates, many banks and housing finance companies offering lower financing rates for these big ticket loans. So we have now reduced our rates and made it a single slab for loans, irrespective of the amount of the loan. The interest rate is 10.15. Of course, there is a 5 basis points reduction for women borrowers.
Alright, so then is it right, sir, to presume that this move will attract more big ticket borrowers for the bank?
That is the intention, that is to become attractive, equally attractive I would say, to all the big ticket borrowers also.
After your move, we haven't seen too many other banks follow suit, but do you think that interest rate cuts will then spark off a sort of a, rate war between different banks?
There are quite a few banks and housing finance companies at this rate. I don't think there will be any competition
All right.
to change the rates.
Sure. Go on, sir. Sure. Alright, sir. Is this move also on the back of improved liquidity and slower credit pickup as far as the corporate segment goes?
Yeah, corporate credit growth is very muted. Demand for corporate credit is very muted. We want to push growth in the retail segment, and we found that we are slightly uncompetitive in this segment of big ticket housing loans, 75 lakhs and above. That's the reason we have aligned our interest rates to the market. We are now at a uniform housing loan rate of 10.15% irrespective of the loan amount.
Quick last word, sir. What about interest rates? The RBI governor, he has remained hawkish. He's indicating that he's fighting inflation. What's your sense on where interest rates are headed from here?
I think if you read Dr. Rajan's statement, yes, he has been slightly hawkish, but I doubt whether there will be an interest rate increase, because even the data after the policy, there has not been any huge jump in the inflationary rates. I think this is on the trajectory they wanted it to be. So as it go forwards, I think the rainfall also has been fairly decent. Of course, lower than normal, but much higher than what was anticipated perhaps in the beginning of June.
Sure.
So the inflation expectations, I don't think is going to be very high. Okay. So I believe interest rates will be stable. We may not expect any great cuts before the next year.
Alright, so leave it at that. Thanks for taking the time out today. We'll take a break, but up next, hit hardest by the Supreme Court's coal verdict. How will JSPL respond?